vegetables and our fruits. That's one thing. Everything in the universe needs water. And I filmed with Sergio 18 years ago. We filmed a ship going to the Hudson River, scooping up water and taking off. Yes, they need water. Everything needs water that has a physical body. Air, a little bit different. I mean, there's aliens that live underwater and everything else. So there's a lot of different things. But natural food also means human meat, whether you want to accept that or not. And a lot of alien races do eat humans. They have sex with them, and they do eat them, especially the reptilian race. But getting back to, all right, let's go back to that other word. The Muslims say they follow the same God. Well, we all say we follow the same God. No, we don't. Most people have no clue what God is, don't understand God, so how can we follow the same one? It's like saying we all follow the same Superman. Yeah, you do, because the comic book says this about him and you believe it. But where's the truth in any of this when we talk over and over? I go into detail because I'm aware of my past lives. Somebody just mentioned past lives to me right now as well. Past lives, when soul comes into a form, when God allows it to, not when the universe says, okay, you're a soul now and you can go find your truth. Every soul has a different path, different mission, different truth. Many souls have no truth, that they're not going to get too far in lifetime after lifetime. Everybody says we're equal because they want to believe that. If we're equal, nobody's better than nobody. I mean, rich people are better than you no matter what, physically, period. They need a doctor, they can go to a doctor. They want to go on vacation, they go on vacation. Not like you or me. So they're different, they're not the same. Oh, they breathe air. Well, so does a lizard, so does a frog. I mean, are we all equal? Are fish the same? Dolphins the same? We're different. So when mankind says that, it aggravates me to the max. How can we say we're all equal? Tell that to a child with no arms and legs. Oh, we're equal. No, you're not. You don't even understand life. Because I guarantee when that child closes his eyes, he's more in touch with spirit than you will ever be. Things make people do things. And pain, suffering, usually is the number one thing that makes a person open up to truth. Feeling good closes the truth down. If you feel good, why do anything? I feel good. If you're having sex for 24 hours, during that 24 hours, you don't think about anything else, would you? Oh, no, I want to stop and have a turkey dinner. I want to go out and play golf for a little while, and then I'll come back. No. So when it feels good, we don't look for truth. When you're starving, when you're homeless, when you're getting beat, you start wondering why. Why? And they're the answers that need to be filled now, not tomorrow, not next year, and not letting anybody else say, okay, this is the answer to your questions. I'll give you the answers, but you need to prove them to yourself. Everything I talk about is as real or as positive or as close to the truth as I can make it or tell it. From my own direct experience being in it. And I have been in many situations that most people have not ever achieved in this lifetime or will. I'm not doing that from ego. People say, well, that's your ego. No. How many had a death experience? How many people spent 35 years leaving their body? How many people actually met with a deity? Not prayed to a deity, met with a deity. How many people met with a Bigfoot, being next to it, like a foot away? How many people were next to an alien, like 10 feet away? Those things. And I'm not on drugs and all those things. So how many people can say that? So to have all those experiences, never mind seeing all my past lives, going through them, understanding them, is a very important thing in life. So do I have the right to talk about it? I talk about anything that I experience and know is true. I can't talk about what Trump does in his room at nighttime. I can't talk about things like that. I'm not there. I'm not watching him, and I don't care. But I do care what God thinks of me as a soul, what I can do for it. Nothing else. Nothing else is more important to me than that. So why do I do these talks? I know lots of people don't come here because most people aren't ready to take a step out of the stuff they're standing in. I mean, it could be so high around them, and they're just still too lazy to get out of it. Or it might hurt if I put my arms up to pull myself out. Well, sooner or later, which is always later, do you try? So, when I talk about Jesus, I talk about from my experience of being with him. Why I say he's the most spiritual person that ever walked this planet. And I do talks on that. My book is about that, my newest book. But here's the thing. New Age people follow Christian angels. Why is that? That I don't understand. You disbelieve the Bible. Well, it's just written dogma. But you believe the angels in the Bible? And then you want to communicate with those angels? About what? I mean, listen. Go online. Listen to everybody that talks to angels, talks to God. And you're only going to hear one little sentence. God loves us. Really? I mean, in the Bible, God gave to his son, all those things. What God would not give, or what father would not give their son anything they desire and deserve? And God gives everybody what they deserve, not what they desire, sooner or later. So, when Christians say they work with angels, is one thing, because it's in their Bible, and that's what they were programmed to believe. But when a New Age person, the Bible's dogma, but I call on, let's see, St. Peter, or how about Gabriel? How about Gabriel or Michael? And they help me. Help you what? What do you learn from them? What do these people say they learn when they talk with aliens? Nothing. Oh, there's other universes. And why do we need to go anywhere except inside ourselves? We don't. I didn't forget about the past lives. I'm going to stick with that. Don't worry, I'll get back to it. But why don't we look inside ourselves? Who are we? What are we? Where do we really come from? Not an Anunnaki, not Dorothy the Atlantean. Where do we really come from? The more you dig into it, the closer you go to trying to understand God. But if you say the universe made me, the Big Bang made us all, all those idiotic ideas, please, there's no possible way, and just put this in your thought, even if the planet Earth is 4 million years old, or 4 billion years old, the first creature that walked this planet was a roach. All right? Why is a roach still the same thing today? How much later? It's still the same creature. Oh, but man evolved from a fish or toad in a cell. Really? What did a roach evolve from? The same thing? Why is it still the same? Oh, we evolved from a monkey. People that believe that stupid theory. A monkey's brain is not the same as a human brain. Never was. Still isn't. So how's a monkey evolve into us? And how do people out there believe that? There is different races, always different races here on this planet, which the government and religions do not want anybody to know. I can guarantee the Vatican has all those kind of documents, artifacts locked up. Do you know how many miles that the Vatican's storage bin is? And what's down there? They took all the things from the native people. So we have to start opening up our thinking, our awareness to truth. Do you want to know the truth, or do you want to live in a lie? I do this a lot because the only step we have is to step into the truth, not step out of it. And we can. It's not that hard. Let go of your programmed ideas of everything. Now, the starting point for soul realization is understanding what it is. And how do you go about doing that? Not listening to any speaker out there. They're not going to help you. You do a contemplation. You do a meditation. You start looking into yourself and allow yourself to experience who you are. Sure, you can get help from beings and angels and deities, guides. There's many of them that will work with you, but don't try to say, well, I want this specific one to work with me. No, angels and deities live their experience through their life as well. What they know is from their experience. They didn't become God. Nobody, no thing becomes God. So nobody could have 100% awareness of what God is or ever will. So when we talk about a person who's dealing with the idea that I talk to God or I talk to this, what do you think they have to say? What the stupid, ignorant mind was programmed to believe. Oh, it loves us all and it cares and protects. We're not protected in any way as far as a physical being. Soul is, because God made sure soul doesn't get destroyed by anything. And even that's limited, in the lower realm, in the physical world, up into the astral plane, aliens are dangerous to soul. If you're not aware. Meaning if you live life just having parties, drinking, smoking, doing whatever you could, and you died, an alien race could absorb your soul and use it. Because you don't know better. You have no awareness of anything. Once you tune your energy, the vibration will already interfere with them. And that's why their Anunnaki cannot get past the astral plane. The gods, there's 3 gods on the astral plane. That wouldn't let them pass. Their vibration's too hardcore. It's the worst sounding vibration. So people want to accept things that they have no awareness or don't even search it out. What is an Anunnaki really? Where did they come from? Why did they come here to create gold miners? You listen to the stories that these people tell over and over again about the ignorance of mankind and that these alien races need gold for their universe. We can make gold here on planet Earth. It's too expensive for us to make it, but we can make gold. So, that being said, do you not realize that aliens could do that 1,000 years ago? Are they that ignorant? Of course they are. They believe a program. If I want to build a gold house, does that mean I need gold? No, I desire gold. A desire and a need are 2 different things. To break gold down, to make air and protect your planet from the universe with gold shields? Pretty lame. Tesla had a lot of technology that was given to him from an alien. He was working on a machine that would protect the planet from anything. And that's when he kind of got stripped and hidden and hid and all those kind of things went down. But he created all kinds of things, like an earthquake machine, the HARP system, the first radio. He created something for us to talk over the air. So, where did it all come from? His brain? His brain suddenly was enlightened? Yeah, by aliens. But that technology was given to us for reasons which is not a benefit. We may think so. Driverless cars are not a benefit. We'll get into all that. But when you start going into your past lives, the first thing I want to tell you, what you are today is usually the best you have ever been in all your reincarnations. In other words, if you're working in a bar, kind of living on pennies, don't think you were a king in your last life and a president in another life or any of those things. Now, soul moves forward. So it wouldn't... Now, to think that the president would come back, well, Trump should be forced to come back in India as a homeless child or whatever, but what about a president, vice president, or politician at any level, lawyer that defends guilty people and knows it? What do those people deserve to come back as? Well, karma is what you come back as. A good person doesn't have to come back as a homeless person, but think about it. Why are there more homeless people on this planet? The number is like 92% of the planet. Why is that? If everybody was reincarnating into their desired reincarnating place, well, I want to be this or I want to be there, and why would there be so many homeless people? People can't even take that simple scenario and prove it wrong or prove it right. It's simple to prove it's right, because the numbers of homeless people has not gone down. And it's sad. because we have the ability to change everything on this planet in a good way.